Dramatization.
Bad drivers cause car wrecks. Not paying attention to the road, operating electronic devices, and drinking while driving can lead to serious injuries. If you've been the victim of a bad driver, a trial lawyer may be able to help you recover money to pay your medical bills, reimburse you for lost wages, and compensate you for the pain caused by your injuries. If you, your friends, or family have been injured in a car wreck, contact me, Attorney Dennis Spurling, toll free, 866-529-2444. I'm here to help.
Ago, that's when I came to, not even 2 months, I think it's 1 month ago, that's when I came to know about it. And after listening and watching a lot of videos, I've come to realize that these men are very innocent. Some are good, they are wonderful people, and all they want is care and love. So why is it so hard for you to do that? And why do you keep making these hateful videos if you don't want them? We want them. They are good people. They are wonderful people. So what is wrong with that? If you cannot cook, if you cannot clean as a woman, actually, how do you take care of your hygiene? How do you clean that wig? How do you clean those nails? I don't understand you ladies. Oh, they are going overseas for women that are more beatable. Honestly, what you're doing to yourself, you're humiliating yourself. You are. There's no way you can insult your fellow women just because we are submissive. Do you even read your Bibles? A woman was meant to be submissive. And leadership, it's for men. Just because you're making money doesn't make you a man. And if you feel like you're a man, please get your girlfriend pregnant and please let us know. From there, we will respect you. But all I can say, please let us be. Let the passport bros be. And for the passport bros, kings, you're wonderful. Please don't settle for less. Please don't stop even making these videos. Stop. Move in silence. Do it. Go where you are accepted. Go where you are loved. Go where you are taken care of. You see, a woman was meant to support a man. There's no way the world is fighting him when he's hustling to give you a good life, and when he comes home you are fighting because of gender equality. You see, there's nothing like that here in Africa. Do you know why our men take good care of us? Because we are some.
Guys, let's talk about the so-called passport sisters. So who are passport sisters? Passport sisters are groups of well-educated women who are mostly in their late 30s. Remember, these are independent women who initially never saw the importance of having a man. So now that most of them are getting old and they're running out of clock, they now move to West African countries in search for young boys to make as housemen. Most of these so-called women are less desirable by Western men because of their poppycock attitudes. This might sound funny, but I'm gonna say this. Most of these so-called ladies move to West Africa because they think West Africa is a fertile spot for bigger penises, which they need to satisfy their sexual desires. More so, men to this kind of ladies are seen as sexual objects. The passport sisters is not something new. However, it was more prominent during the late 2000s. So I don't see why American women keep bullying men for getting women overseas. Reason being that we are just simply copying what you women were doing in the late 2000s. So it's an eye for an eye.
What's up? Welcome, everybody, man. I hope you all are having a great morning, evening, afternoon, night, midday, wherever you at. You might just be rolling over, smoking your weed. I don't know. You might be awake and bake. I don't know. You might be on your way to work, wherever you are around the world. Unless you have not looked at your internet, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube in 6 or 7 months, you're already aware of this whole fiasco going on between the lovely ladies here in the United States and the passport bros. Now, passport bros is just another word for black men specifically traveling overseas, exploring their options, looking to see what the world has to offer. It's nothing wrong with it. It's really one of the first times that black American men who are not military have taken the opportunity just to see what the world is like. I tell black men all the time, man, go see what the world is like. Don't settle down until you're in your late 30s, early 40s. Go see what the world has to offer. Unfortunately, these lovely ladies here in the US of A have had a lot to say. What's the first thing out of their mouth? Oh, y'all just going over there to mess around with them women. You going over there so you can sleep with the lady. You're just a read all kind of foolishness, man. But you know what I always tell people, and the Bible says this too. You dig a grave, make sure you dig too, because the one you set up for me is going to end up being for you. What you saw in that second video that I played in the intro was a young brother named Afro Bello, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. And he basically just said, I know a little bit about what these lovely ladies are doing overseas. And we've already talked about Jamaica. We've already talked about the Caribbean. And he's going to come in and tell us, or what he did with his video, which is going viral, is tell us that these lovely black American ladies have been going over to West Africa, right? To the Gambia, to Ghana, and places like this to get what? Been over there getting that eggplant. You understand? And the young brother said, not only are they over there getting the eggplant, they trying to get the biggest eggplants they can. Okay. He even used the word called poppycock. I don't know what that means because I'm American and I live in Texas. I'm gonna ask him about that. I know most of y'all don't either. Nevertheless, without further ado, I would like to introduce you all to Afro Bello. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much for your time, man. Here's the thing, bro. Your video went viral on TikTok. You got a TikTok page and a YouTube page, and I implore everybody, go follow the young brother and see what he says. Bro, tell us about the video. What motivated you to bring that on to the light of day? Praise Moses. Go ahead.
Well, Mr. Dennis, thank you for having me on your show.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
What made me to do this video on TikTok was because I kept on seeing messages like how men are going overseas and getting uneducated women from third world countries.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know that's not true because the media is trying to bring up a narrative that black American men are the ones going to overseas to get these Filipinos, Thailand, Vietnamese women, of which is not really true.
Right.
So,
go ahead, brother. Go ahead. So go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please go ahead.
So I wanted to also raise the point that American ladies have been doing this same stuff. It's not like a male pandemic. So It's a two bus stop.
Okay. All right. So basically, man, what you're telling us is these sanctified, dainty roses, these women who are pure as the driven snow, have been going to countries in West Africa to get broke off by African brothers. That's what you're telling us, right?
Yes,
Is that
yes,
what's coming out? Because you're so eloquent, and you know, I'm listening
yeah.
to you. Sound like you should be a professor somewhere. We need to get down to the nitty gritty. They're going over there paying for men to have sex with them. Is that what's going on, brother? Come on.
That's what has been happening for like 2 decades. It's not
Wow.
something new. It's not something new. So don't be surprised if stuff like this comes up in the internet.
So you saying at least
It keep happening even up to today. It keep happening.
wow. So for 20 years. See, the whole passport bro thing just kind of popped up like 5-6 years ago. And
Yeah,
these
like
women
5 6 years, but women have been doing it like for a long time, like 2 decades ago. So it's not something new.
So okay, so let me just so they'll know, and I can hear your accent. Clearly, you're West African. Can you tell us a little bit about where you're from and how you would know this, and maybe share with us how you came about learning this information?
Okay, my name is Alpha Bello. I was born in Cameroon, in
Okay.
West Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm from the English part of Cameroon. Cameroon is French and English.
Mm-hmm.
So I stayed in Cameroon till I was 21. So I moved to the US when I was 22.
So you would know, as you lived there as a grown-up, so you would understand. It's not
Yeah,
like you left as a little boy and you didn't know what
no,
was
no.
going on. You saw the world for what was going on. What type of women
Yeah,
did you see? What type of women did you see? Was it just white women? Was it just white women there? Or was
no,
it
black,
no?
white, black, white. It's not something like that's is tied to a particular race
Mm-hmm.
because right now, as we are speaking, more African men are getting married to white women.
That
That's what is happening, especially from Gambia, Nigeria,
right.
Senegal. So all these American women, be it white, black, they come there to have young guys and bring
Mm-hmm.
back home to the
So
United States.
so you saying young guys? I mean, hold on a
Yeah,
minute.
young guys.
When you say young, what, like, you mean like what, they're 30, 35, or 40 or something like that? What do you mean by young? You mean, how old are these women coming over there, brother? How old are these women coming over there
Like
to get
like
that
40,
young African?
40, like 40, 45, 50,
Oh
from
no.
35 to 50.
Oh no. You mean old ass grandmas are coming over there to get broke off by young African? Is that what you're telling me? These
Everybody,
queens, these
everybody
goddesses?
needs love. Everybody needs love.
Oh man. All right. Okay. So yeah. So this is what I want you to do. Kind of explain to me how it makes you feel as a Cameroonian man, as a young man, seeing these old ass, perverted ass grandma age women from the West coming over to your country, paying young men to have sex with them. And go ahead, tell us how that makes you feel.
Uh, I think most of these women are just there to exploit young boys.
Mm,
Young boys, since they know the dollar is stronger than most of the currency over there,
yeah.
just come to exploit these young boys. And when I
What?
see women like that, it does not sit right in my head. I know there's something wrong because there are a lot of men in United States. Why you coming down there to Africa? It
Right.
means there's an issue.
Yeah. And you mentioned young, and I want to kind of take a serious tone, man, because I've learned from some Jamaican men that when they were young boys under the age of 18, a lot of these Black American women would come down there and proposition them. Like, they might have been 13 or 14 years old, and they would say, "Here's $100." I mean, is how young are we talking about that these women are going over there approaching these boys?
Like 17,
So yeah,
like 17.
yeah. So still underage, and see, the thing is, Afro Bello, man, like these women are going over there preying on these young men. They're using their American dollars, and they don't think anything of it. I mean,
Yeah, they know that they are less privileged, you know.
mm-hmm. How does it, when you see African American women and they act all high and mighty, talking bad about passport bros, black men mostly going overseas, how does that make you feel seeing what you've seen in your own life? How does that make you feel about them?
I feel like most of these women are hypocrites because you're trying to condemn something of which you're the ones who started it way before the guys.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, the thing is, Afrobella, I think they can get away with it because nobody's really looking at the women. You know what I mean? I think we all, when you see a man come into your house or come into your town or neighborhood, you looking at him. But we assume the best from women, and so we don't really pay attention to the stuff that women do. And I think that's why they've let it go on so long. Have you spoken with, let's say, the women in your family of Cameroon? How do the women feel about these American women, Black American women, coming to Cameroon, sleeping with, I'm assuming, their sons, their husbands, their boyfriends for money? How does it make the women there feel?
You know, over there, everybody is minding his business, so it's not like something of it's not something like that causes a lot of attraction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So many of them will get away with that.
You know,
and sometimes the families of these boys, they're like happy because their lady might promise their child a better life.
Yeah.
In the States. So,
you know, the thing is, man, like, I think I take this personally because I have a son that lives in Jamaica. And Jamaica is one of the places where a lot of African American women travel. And there was a young man that told me he was 13 years old. And an American woman who was probably about 50 years old came and offered him $100. He still had his little school uniform on, you know, and she knew he was an underage boy. And this woman offered this young man $100 to have sex with her. And I'm thinking, this could be my son in 4 or 5 years, you know? And so I think what we need to do is, and here's what I've noticed about Black people, Africans, Caribbeans, very polite. You're very polite. You don't really you treat the Americans nicely because you want the money, the Canadian. You treat them nicely because you want the tourist dollars. You don't want to upset the other thing. But deep down in your heart, how do you feel about this? You know, do you feel like, I mean, yeah, they might be looking the other way, but do you think it's in your heart? Do you think it's wrong, or is it right, or should we just keep minding our business? What are your thoughts, Afrobello?
It's wrong because if that was to happen in America,
yeah,
it's gonna be a different issue. But because they are women and most of these African countries are lawless.
Yeah,
they don't have strict laws when it concerns dating underage and so on.
And I don't want to get too personal with you, but have you had to deal with that experience yourself, being propositioned by these old ass broads from the USA? Have they tried to offer you money in the past?
Yeah, but not actually in Cameroon. Like I'm just gonna give an example. Like when I came here,
right?
Yeah, like I got into in a mess of relationship with an American. I had a bad experience, and she was like a little bit older.
We've all had bad experiences with
Black
people. That's why we got our passport. but go ahead. Shout out to Project 8020, by the way. And big shout out to and y'all hit the #1 button, man. Shout out to Shaz Andre. He said these predator assholes. That's sure what they are, man. And these women are worse than them. I mean, a dude to go down there, he gonna have a couple beers, he gonna spend all his money. He might end up marrying one of these women. You know, he might. I know plenty of guys who go to Colombia. They go to the Philippines, they stay, they marry, they bring their money there, they start a family. But all these American women do is just go over there, have sex with a whole bunch of dudes, and then leave. You see what I mean? I mean, damn.
Yeah, like most of them. Yeah, like most of them. But there are some cases that I've seen most of these ladies bring the guys over. Like let me give you a little example. I met this Nigerian guy. Um, he was brought into the state by this one of these passport sisters.
Passport, you call them
Yeah,
passport.
yeah,
I call them
yeah,
passport hoes. But it's
yeah.
all right. Go ahead, brother. You're very polite,
So
and I appreciate
he
you.
came.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So he came here. I think it was like 2020. 2020. Yeah, they were staying down in Florida.
Okay.
So this lady kept the guy in the house, took the passport, took his social security. He does not want their brother to work.
Oh, damn.
So the guy became like her pet. So he always stays in the house,
man.
prepare food, and she does not want the guy to go to work. So when African guys they can't take shit. So the guy started agitating.
Yeah.
That I need to work. I'm a man. I need to work. I can't stay in the house. So she got upset. And she tried to frame this brother. She said the brother physically assaulted her, sexually assaulted her.
Okay, so I've heard this scenario before in the law. Basically, what you're saying is that she basically took his passport, she took his social security card, so he had no way to make his own money. He probably doesn't have a phone. He can't call nobody. So she basically has him. He don't know anybody in the States.
Yeah, he doesn't know anybody.
Yeah, and
so the guy was forced to.
So you telling me this Black American woman has this young Black African man who she put a sham marriage together with as a goddamn sex slave? That's down in Florida.
That's exactly what was going on. Because if you can't give the guy access to go out and work, he's not a man anymore. Right. It's like a toy.
Yeah, and see, the thing is, man, the same stuff that these ladies, these hoes, right? And I don't know if you're familiar with the Basque language, but there's a place between Spain and France. It's the language where they speak Basque. And these hoes, spelled DEAZHOAZ, it actually means come here. So when I'm talking about these hoes, I'm not saying anything profane. Okay, so this is okay. All right, but these hoes, basically, as they say in the Basque language, are horrible. And the thing is, man, they don't see any wrong with it, because at the end of the day, even though you're an African brother from Cameroon, they still see you as a Black man, and they still see you as here in the United States, because they have such a perverted mindset. They still see you as less than them. Ain't that some bull crap? You know what I'm saying? That's why your people told you to leave them Black American women alone. Didn't they tell you that before you got over here? Leave them Black American women alone. Shout out to Rod Gwyn Nayem. He said, Unc, expect next 20 years women to be gateway to normalizing pedo. Yeah, I bet that's true too. Let me see who else we got up in here. Big shout out to MS Delta guy. Thank you so much. Blessings to you, brother. MS Delta guy, thank you for that bone, man. Little rock and roll for you, man. But anyway, I want to get back to this very serious conversation, because this is real, and this is the first of a long series of conversations that I want to have about this, because these women are doing more damage than men ever could do, because we watch men.
And they're getting away free.
Yeah.
But the media is so focused on the men.
Right. And they're over there doing the same thing. And you got and let me tell you something. That man, he's not the only. I've heard stories like this before since I've been investigating this issue. It's a lot of women who bring these men over to this country. They take their passports, they take their social security cards, and then they don't have any way to work, right? You can't, if you fight against her, then you get deported and go back to your home country, broke. You understand what I'm saying? But look, let me give you some. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, please.
That was not even the full part of the story. What happened next is that what the lady did is that the guy got the lady pregnant, and they had like 2 babies in the space of 2 years.
He
With this
had
guy,
what? Say again.
like two babies
Oh,
with
he
a
got
guy,
okay. Okay. Wow.
like
Okay.
2 babies,
Yeah.
and now the guy is paying child support. So it's some kind of like a business. You understand?
Yeah.
Now it's like a business because they take these guys from overseas. They don't know like the immigration laws, that kind of stuff, and they
Yeah.
start maltreating it. That's what most of them do. And when you want to like,
No, go ahead and finish, brother. Go ahead and finish.
and when the guy start asking questions, what's happening, they get offended and they try to make them to feel like they don't have any rights here in the States. And
Yeah.
most of the time, the guys are threatened.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna give you some for all those guys that you know. I want all the African brothers that you know to follow my page because I'm gonna tell them right now exactly what they need to do. Shout out to Eugene Steele. He said yesterday, Obsidian touched on the hypocrisy of U.S. black women when they were in Jamaica, and now you're giving further receipts for hypocrisy. Look, yeah. So there's a provision in the federal law that says if your spouse, if you're a person who is an immigrant and you on papers, you haven't got your papers yet, and your spouse beats you up or there's an allegation of domestic violence, then you can stay here on an emergency visa. In other words, all he has to do is call 911 and say, she's hitting me, she beat me up, you know, and then the police will come, it'll be an arrest record. He gets a chance, he goes to protective custody, he can file for divorce. She has to pay him child support. I mean, she has to pay him alimony, and she can't put him out of the country. You see what I'm saying? So he gets an emergency visa. He gets a chance to stay in the country. And so that's what women have been. The reason I know about it is because a lot of women do that. That's a game that they play. They come over here, they get with a dude, they say, oh, he beat me up and he's doing domestic violence against me. And then they say, well, we're going to give you an emergency visa to stay. It falls under they meant it to protect women, but you can also use it to protect men too, because those brothers are vulnerable, man. You know what I mean? And that's not right. And but please tell us the rest of the story.
Yeah, so they got two children, and now the guy is paying child support.
Yeah, and see, that's the trick bag. I mean, so basically, I want y'all to hear what Afro Bello just said. He basically said, a woman from the United States, is she attractive or is she a big old wide back? How big is she? She a big ass? Is she about that big? What she look like?
No, she's a regular. She like 7 out of 10.
7 out. So she's very attractive. But what she did was she went over to Africa. She got an African brother who got her pregnant with 2 babies, and now she's got him paying her child support. Damn.
It's a business.
Yeah.
So we Africans have already realized that it's a business. That's why we don't want to mess up. We don't want to mess with like American ladies. We already know the game.
Yeah,
it's a game. You have to be wise because by the time you get a lady pregnant, you have like 2-3 baby, and she just wake up one morning and say she want to file for divorce. She can just get up and say, today I'm not feeling good. Let's file for divorce. Right. And you are doomed.
Yeah, and the thing one thing I'm gonna tell you, brothers, is that African American women don't want to be married. They say they want to be married, but they don't want to be married. If they wanted to be married, they would be married. But here's how you know they don't want to be married, because they put too many standards in front of what they'll marry. You got to be 6 feet tall when most people are not 6 feet tall. You got to have a 6-pack. Most people don't have a 6-pack, and you got to make at least $100,000 a year. And most people don't make that. Most people make about 40, 50,000. So it's ridiculous. And what they want is the babies, and they want to be in control of the babies. They want child support. They want this.
That's the game.
Yeah,
that's the game. So Africans have already wising up. They are wise now.
Right.
We don't want to mess with American ladies anymore. You see?
Yeah.
You see what's happening now? Mm-hmm. Like doing 10 years from now, you see most Africans getting married to like other races, like white, Mexicans.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think Black American women are like that? I mean, the white women aren't doing it. The Mexican women aren't doing it. It's just the Black American. Is that what your experience has been?
But now, white women are becoming the new face of single parenthood in America. So it's not something that's like it's race specific. It's not a race specific stuff. So I think the problem is with the American women.
It's
The American woman, I'm the American woman. I don't know what's happening with them. I don't know, because right now there's a big difference between feminism and a misandrist.
Right. Yeah.
A feminist is not a bad thing. A feminist woman is a woman who will fight like for the right for equal opportunities for both men and women. But now it becomes a problem when misandrists hide under the banner of feminism to push their evil agenda. That's when it becomes a problem.
So I think what you're finding is this: first wave feminism, second wave feminism, those are cool. But what's happened is we've gotten a radical feminism that's been infused with misandry, and you really got a bunch of women who want to be superior to men. That's what they want.
So it's difficult for an average for an average American guy to differentiate between who is a feminist and who is a misandrist.
Right.
That's where the issue comes in.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break. We're gonna get a few questions in here. You hang in there for a minute. I appreciate you. Y'all give a big shout out to my man Afro Bello. We'll be right back with this brother. Y'all check this out. This is a new commercial. Praise Moses. Welcome back to the broadcast. Let me give a big shout out to everybody who contributed to the super chat. Let me see here, man. We got Plain Eddie. Thank you so much, Plain Eddie. I appreciate you. Cerebral Inquiry said, putting in that work on a Saturday night. Hey, man, I hadn't planned on doing this, but when I got Afro Bello, this is going to be the new superstar right here. Afro Bello is the new superstar. He out here spitting the truth for everybody to hear. Jock Cardi said, Uncle D, they can apply for a T or a U visa. Okay, so tell the brothers who are trapped, they got them trapped and won't let them up. Won't let me out. That's like that song. Got me trapped, won't let me out. Yeah, they can apply for that T and U visa. That's what I'm talking about exactly. Let me see who else. Big shout out to Big Black Bubba. Thank you. Says it's a cold damn blizzard stream. Yeah, man, we got to take care of these brothers, man. I can't. That's ridiculous. That's somebody's son. Shout out to Florida man. Keisha's want men that meet the standards of the mark of the beast. Ain't that true? 666. That's a very interesting observation. Scorched Earth says ABW act like this because they receive no consequences. That's exactly right. And the man hit it on the head. They receive no consequences. Like, women are expected to be the fairer sex. They're expected to be moral. And so we don't put eyes on them. We put men on them. I mean, we put eyes on men. But now the brother was just saying, you know, he knows that young boys as young as 17 years old being propositioned by these old ass grandma age women. How do they approach these young men? I mean, they just run up on them. I mean, is it a Is it a club that they go to? I mean, do they start off on the internet? How does this happen? Shout out to Maurice Hayes. Well, how does it work, bro? I mean, what do they do over there?
Most of the time, they already have like somebody that's like what you call an escort.
Hold on a minute. They got a what?
They have somebody like when they're going to like countries in Africa, they already have somebody that's an African who is an escort.
Oh, like the hook, like a pimp or something like that.
Yeah, so they have the sponsor that they always go to like hotels. At these hotels, maybe these young boys are working in these hotels. Some of these young boys are even escort. They drive them to like places.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me get a little closer. So you saying these Black American women are going to places like Cameroon, and they are literally
Gambia, Cameroon, Gambia, Nigeria, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ghana.
So they going to the motherland, right? Well, our people were taken from where we supposed to be going reconnecting with the ancestors, and they going over there to get eggplant. They going over there to get. That's what they're going to do. This is their inspirational, emotional return. This is the year of return for them. They returning for some dick. That's what you. And on top of that, they are pimps. They literally got pimps bringing them young men to have sex with. Damn. This
is like a business. Like it's well connected. Like how do you call it? Organized. It's well organized. It's like an organized crime.
Wow.
It's well organized. So they have like all the equipment in place.
The equipment.
They have everything in place. So it's an organized. It's like it's a business.
Is it? Are we just okay? Are we just talking about a couple of women coming over there? Are we talking about a lot? Because I can't.
A lot. Why? You do know the funniest thing? From the past 5 years, more West African men have gotten married to white ladies.
Mm-hmm.
That means the white women are doing it even more.
The white women, so they just still exploiting Africa, man. I want to run this again, and I want you to break this video down for me, man, because it took a lot of courage for you to put this together, and I want everybody to see exactly. I want them to see exactly what you said. So I took the time to download it from the internet and put it up here. And let me just go ahead and let me get this up for you. What, and then you can just kind of talk about it and the response, like, because I mean, I know I'm talking about it. They were talking about it today on a couple of other channels. And I know it's a big deal because if I don't really hear about a whole lot of stuff till way late. But when I hear about it, I know everybody else has heard about it. So this is you. When did you record this video, bro?
I think this was like 5 days ago.
5 days
like
ago.
A week. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. So let's take a look.
Guys, let's talk about the so-called passport sisters.
And I appreciate you calling them passport sisters. That's very kind of you. You're very mannerable. And like I tell people all the time, our African brothers, Jamaican, Caribbean, they're very polite. They're not, just understand that. They'll not say stuff that they may want to say because they don't want to offend you. You see what I mean? But these are some hoes he talking about. He talking about some old ass hoes. I'll say it for him. Anyway, let's
so what are passport sisters? Passport sisters are groups of well-educated women, mostly in their late 30s.
All right. Notice how he pointed out the fact that they're well-educated. So these women have money. They know what they're doing, right? What is your thoughts on these well-educated women coming over there to get their backs caved in by these young African men? What are your thoughts on that, sir?
There's this story that West African men have, like, bigger stuff, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
so I think that's what is driving these ladies over there.
So what you're saying is they're not coming over there to write poetry on the beach.
No poetry.
They're not coming over there to absorb the culture and study the land. They coming over there to get that
just to fulfill their fantasies.
Wow. They not only are they coming over there for wood, they coming over there for the biggest wood that they can get on the planet. That's basically what you're saying. So this ain't
That's true.
nothing
That's true.
inspirational about. So when they talk about we're going over there to fight racism, this is trans. What is the trans? Some trans feminine, transracial, blah, all that BS. This is not what they're doing. Is that what you're saying?
That's total bullshit.
That's hey, that's the truth. The man spoke the truth. Let's keep listening.
Remember, these are independent women who initially never saw the importance of having a man.
Yeah.
So now,
bro, you seem to know a lot about the rhetoric that these lovely ladies have been spewing here in the United States. These independent women who say they don't need a man. When was the first time you heard our lovely ladies here in the United States say that?
You know, the world is a little global village. It's a global village. So with the internet, you see many stuff. Like sometimes the kind of stuff this American lady usually say on the internet baffles me.
Mm-hmm.
How will you say the guy you want to have as a husband need to make $650,000 a year? How many people make $650,000 a year?
Right. Yeah.
They have some kind of unrealistic expectation that's not real.
But what I'm telling you, bro, is that they know that what they're asking for doesn't exist. They don't want to get married. They just want big eggplants and that's it. They don't want to get married. They want to be free and independent and solo for the rest of their life. These women are not marriage material, and I think that's what you go ahead.
And they claim they're feminists. They're not feminists. A true feminist it's a woman who advocates for the equal right for both sexes. So they're not actually feminists, because if a true feminism, for example, I can give a good example of a real feminist. We have Candace Owen. That's a good example of a black woman who's a feminist. She cooks, she cleans. That's a good example. Even the so-called rappers like Cardi B, Beyonce, they cook, they clean for their husbands. So I don't know where these young ladies keep having this idea that if you're a feminist, you don't have to clean, you don't have to cook. I don't know.
Hey man, I think they're just hypocrites. You know, they want freedom, they want equal rights, but they don't want responsibility, and they still want to do carnal things. They want to be like dogs in the street doing whatever they want to do. Let's keep looking at your video.
Most of them are getting old and they're running out of clock. They now move to West African countries in search for young boys to make us housemen.
When you say when you say house husbands, what does that mean? I mean, what is it? What does it explain that term for us?
A house husband is a guy who's like that's like feminine. You understand? He's not masculine enough. He does not oppose when a lady says something that's wrong. He does not oppose her. So she agrees with whatever the lady says. So the wife becomes the husband, and the husband becomes the wife.
You know, in
terms of leadership.
And the thing is, Afro Bello, man, I know that our African brothers are very masculine, and they take pride in being the man and being the men of the house and the man. And how does that goes against African culture for the man to be acting like the woman? How does that even happen? How does these women even get a masculine African man to play that role?
You know, what they do is through tricks and mind games. You know, when you are New Year, when you just like come to the state, there's some stuff you don't know. You're like, you know, the law with the immigration, because they keep telling you women have rights. If I call the police, you will get deported. So those are the kind of tactics they use to make this man, to make this man submit.
So basically, they threaten. That's the same thing they do to black men. They say, "I'm gonna call the police on you." You know, I'm gonna call the police to get you arrested and get you put in jail. Wow, that's cold-blooded, man. When did you all start realizing how shady and low down and sneaky these women were? When did y'all come together and realize these hoes ain't shit? I mean, I know you're not gonna say that because you're a very polite young man, and I appreciate your politeness, but I'm gonna say it. When did you realize how shady these women were?
Like when I came here, like it was like 2019 when I came here, like you know, I started seeing stuff like you see, like at first when like 10 years ago, most African men usually always get married to black to black Americans because we love black American women.
Yeah.
But during the early like from 2010 up to 2023, we started seeing some shit that were not normal in the eyes of an African man. That's when we started notice these American women want to play games, especially the child support stuff.
Yeah. Ain't that something?
Because
yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
if a man is responsible, if a man is responsible enough to take care of his child, I don't see why a lady is gonna put him on child support.
Hey, bro.
If I'm willing to take care of my child,
yeah,
financially, emotionally, what is the purpose for child support? So are you implying that I'm paying you for carrying our baby?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's
for 9 months. Yeah. I'm paying you for carrying a child for 9 months for 13 years.
Yes. Welcome to America. Welcome to the Black American experience. Here's the thing, brother. I want you to understand something. You probably know more about what black men have to go through here in the United States in the past 4 or 5 years just dealing with black American women than most other Africans. Like, you wonder why we act this way? You wonder why black men so angry all the goddamn time? Look at the women we got to deal with. Look what we got to come home to. They don't cook. They don't clean. They get angry. They got all these rights. They always threatening your freedom. They very overbearing. They even go to other countries and they're overbearing. Look at the horrible things they're saying. Like, they think they can do the same thing in Cameroon and Nigeria and these places that they do here. And the thing is, bro, it's nothing you can really do about it because they're going to call the police on you. So guess what black American men do? They say, we're going to get our goddamn passports and we're going to get the hell out of here. You can't build nothing with these women. And see, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
They keep saying the men are the problem. No, the men are not the problem because just take a moment and reflect. Even the white men are going to East Asia, Africa. You know, the white men who are moving out of America.
Yeah.
They go to West African countries to have like black girls.
Yeah.
So it's not like something that's race related. It's not like between black and white. But now it's something that's it's an American issue.
Yeah. Well, you know, for the most part on this page, I know white men are having the same issue, and I got some white men that follow my page, but we kind of just stick with black people. You know, I know I got some Hispanic friends, they dealing with the same stuff. I even got some Asian friends that follow this page, and they'll say these Asian women, they have become Americanized too, but because this is mostly a black page, I just mind my black business. You understand what I'm talking about? I stay in the black lane. As you stay in your lane, you won't get hit. You know, like you driving down the freeway, I just stay in my lane. Yeah. I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes. But that said, white boys are catching hell from these white women. And the thing is, they have nobody to blame but themselves. Because see, I'm gonna talk to my white cohorts real quick under the banner of Passport Bros United. Okay, that's all of us. Y'all are the ones that gave these women all these goddamn rights. And y'all thought it was funny when these white women could call the police on us. I mean, these black women could call the police on us and get us arrested. And lo and behold, they use that same that legal justice system to take your children away from you, my white brethren. They take your kids away from you with no fault divorce. They call the cops on you. These white women are doing the same thing to white men that black women were doing to black men all those years because they learned from each other. You see what I'm saying? And let me tell you something, Afro Bello, brother. if you allow these Black American women to come over there and influence African women in Cameroon, they'll be just as bad. They'll be just as bad.
The ladies in West Africa, they are as bad like the ones here. So don't even think of going to West Africa to get a wife because they'll be 10 times worse than the ones here.
Are you telling me they over there they over there wearing weaves now? And
I'm very serious. Don't even try it.
Oh no.
If you want to have a nice lady, don't go to West Africa. Don't go to especially countries like Nigeria, even Cameroon. When you have a real wife, you need to go like Rwanda, like those countries who have like strict, like they're not westernized.
Yeah.
You know, all West African countries are almost like America because it's an open system.
So basically, these lovely ladies here, Beyonce, they've corrupted West Africa.
They're even worse. They're even worse than the ones here. So if they come here,
oh my brother, oh my God, oh no. Well, other than that, man, how's life been for you here in the U.S., man, since the last 5 years since you've been here? How's things been going for you?
Yeah, good.
Good. It's a good.
Yeah, good. I can't complain. Yeah.
Do you make it back home to see your family or anything every now and then? Have you been home?
Not yet. I haven't been home since I'm actually a refugee. I came here as a refugee.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Because in my country there's a kind of crisis. There's a war going on there. So I was admitted as a refugee in America. So thanks to the government.
I want you to do me a favor. Okay, I want you to try to make as many Black American male like buddies as you can, and I want you to talk to them and tell them that what they're experiencing here is not right. It's upside down because they don't know. See, the way I'm talking to you, they think I'm mean. They think I'm rude because I'm telling them to stand up for themselves and be men, and this shit that they're dealing with here in the United States with these women is not normal. They think there's something wrong with me. Matter of fact, I know, right? If you talk to a lot of Black American women, they will say, I hate them. When in reality, they're the ones calling the police on us, putting us on child support for no need. They're the one putting us in jail. They're the ones filing for divorce to the tune of 70%. They're the ones who come get pregnant, have our babies, and then run off and push us out their life. The same way they're doing those Cameroonian men. You get pregnant with 2 babies and then you file a divorce, and then the kids say, where my daddy at? Your daddy don't like you. No, bitch, you got rid of the daddy. We know what your ass is doing. So it's not, I want you to don't doubt yourself, Afro Bella. It's not you, it's this culture that we live in. It would be great if we were able to change the laws and get more Black people from Africa, more Africans who have a family-oriented culture. That would be great. But as long as you over here with these laws and the way the stuff is set up, it's like being caught up in a typhoon or a hurricane. It's just, you got to leave. Do you understand now why these brothers are getting their passports and leaving? Like now, from outside of look, tell us what you think.
I know the whole game, so it's not something new. I know I've once been in a relationship with an African American lady. The statement that most Black American women are very aggressive. It's not an understatement. It's not an understatement at all.
Did y'all hear
that? Violent.
Did y'all hear what the man said? The man said it is not an understatement that most African American women are aggressive. What he's saying is y'all manly as hell, and you don't even realize it. You see? And so it's not.
Yeah, I'm telling you, as an African, I'm not an American, but I'm telling you what's going on.
Yeah. He's telling you. We're all telling you. You arguing with women in the Philippines, they telling you. You're arguing with women in Thailand, they tell you. The men are telling you. Everybody's telling you it's not us, it's you ladies. You ladies have the problem. You are not doing what normal women do, and they don't believe that. They still think it's something wrong with the rest of the world, and it's not them. But anyway, what we're gonna have to do right now is we're gonna have to lay the blood of Jesus down on them to try to heal this situation. Give me a minute, we'll be right back. Praise Moses.
Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus cover me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus, you can cover me under the blood. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me, I go break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me heart break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. Under the blood, under the blood, Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Under the blood, me say me.
All right, shout out to Pastor Mr. Mitchell, man. I'm gonna try to get him on this broadcast and let him so he can show us how to sing those. Bro, this is a solution-based broadcast, and so let me tell you what I always tell. I am of African descent. I am not an African. I'm a black man I can trace my lineage back to 1808 to a damn breeding farm in Virginia. You see, I've actually looked at the bill of sale for my relatives. Okay, nevertheless, we are still of African descent. We are a lost tribe, and I always tell my African brothers and sisters, I'll play this game with you, and I'll be African American, I'll be foundational Black American, I'll be all that, but we are still better together as a people on this planet. We are better together, and so working together with you and our other brothers and all the African brothers who are listening, my man Fifi Doncourt from Ghana, all the folks, what can we do to bring light to what these Black American women are doing, not just here in not just in Cameroon, but also in Jamaica, because this is not good. It's not good for them either. And like children, when they're doing something wrong, they need to be brought in. You see what I mean? They need to be corralled, because this is not how women, because they have diseases, they taking these diseases over and they spreading them around the world and all this different stuff. We need to deal with this. What is your suggestion for what would you like for Black American men and the good Black American women? Because there's some good ones here. What would you like us to do to begin to bring light to this exploitation of African men, West African men by these American women? What would you like us to do?
I think we have to just keep sensitizing the community about what they're doing over there. Just create awareness and make sure we mount pressure from this government, the government, to stop giving these women visas to come over there.
Mm-hmm. So you want to stop coming over there? Is that's what you want? You want them to stop?
Yeah, there should be like a restriction on the visas. You understand?
Oh, okay. Like you can only come.
You need to have a tangible reason why you're coming to Africa.
Not just coming over there to have sex with those the problem is, here's my thing. If they want to go have sex with grown men, I got it. But it seems like they're over there taking advantage of teenage boys. 17-year-old, you said the one boy was 17 and they propositioning 17-year-olds like that?
17, yeah, the one we young guys, you understand?
They're looking for young guys. They're looking for teenagers, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that gotta stop. We gotta stop that. There's laws against that. But brother, I'm not gonna hold you up too much longer, like I promised you, man. I appreciate these wise words, and I appreciate your courage. I appreciate you coming forward, because it's hard. People don't want to talk about this, man. It's embarrassing for their country, but we got to get these Stellas under control. These guys, we call them Stellas, and Stellas got a groove backs. We got to get these Stellas under control. They flying off everywhere. They spreading disease. They having babies by men that don't even know who the baby daddy is. They paying men for sex around the country, around the world. And it's not something that, and see, they never expected this. They thought they were going to talk bad about passport bros and sex tourism. But hell, if you Google sex tourism, then all these places that the women go shows up. How did they not know this was going to backfire on them, man? Yeah. I mean, what is that saying go? They open a Pandora's box, and they didn't realize that this was going to come back and bite them in their big wide asses. Nevertheless, brother, I want to thank you. How can we find you on YouTube or TikTok? How do they find you?
You just type on Afrobello on TikTok, Afrobello. Yeah, you're going to get me.
Okay, that's cool.
I even made a song. For the Passport Bros.
Well, where the song at? How do we get this song, man? You got to
Just
email me this song, man.
just check it on TikTok. Let me send you a link.
Send me the link, man. We'll play this song, man. I want to see what this song look like, man. He got an Afro. Is it Afro beats? What did you hook it to? It's gotta be good. Now I got songs too,
Yeah,
man.
R&B. It's like R&B. Yeah.
All right, send it to me real quick. We'll see if we can play that, man, before we get out of here. What else? Let me see. Play it right quick. Let me see it.
Yeah, let me send you a link.
To all my ladies out there.
He got the theme music popping, baby. Well, in the meantime, while he finds that, you guys make sure y'all go check out merch. Go to Spurling Dentist go to SpurlingDentistMerch.com. That's DENNISSPRLINGMERCH.com. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and check out my merch. In addition, if you'd like to do a one-on-one consultation with me, you can email me at spurlingdentist@gmail.com, which is written across the bottom. Let me see what else I got.
Okay, I just sent you the link.
You just send me the link. Let's check this link out.
Yeah, email.
In the email. Okay, I'll see what I got here. All right. Yeah, you send it to me. I haven't received it yet. Okay, there it is. Let's check this TikTok link out. All right, but in the meantime, you guys, y'all make sure y'all go and join the brothers page. It's AfroBello7. I'm gonna follow you, man. Can you hear that? Let me see if we can hear. Hold on a minute. Let me see. You got the song. Oh, this is, boy, you too much, man. You might have a career in entertainment you don't know about. Let's go ahead and check this out, man. Let's check this good music out. Bam. There we go.
We say we sport boss. We don't give a fuck. We say we a number boys. We don't give a fuck. This guy, we will find your love. Yes. We say we a princess. We don't give a damn. We say we a desperate boys. We didn't give a fuck.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
I cannot follow.
Oh, you need to let me do backup for you, bro. Hey. Damn why. Oh, yeah. We can do a breakdown like that and have we could be like the Temptation, like, yeah. That'd be dope, man. But anyway, man, thank you so much, bro. It's been great having you.
Thank you for having me. I'm sure.
Oh, man, I'm having a good time, man. I appreciate you. Anybody else who wants to be brave enough to come forward, send me an email at spurlingdentist@gmail.com, man. We're going to chop it up. We're going to keep this conversation going because it's not right. You see what I'm saying? Again, you do whatever you want to do, but when I hear about little boys, whether it's in Jamaica, whether it's in Cameroon, whether it's in Ghana, Nigeria, you got to leave the children alone. You see what I'm saying? It's one thing for you to go over there and you mess with grown people. That's between you and the state, but you got to leave the children alone. And you ladies are horrible for that. That's despicable because you wouldn't want somebody, I would hope you wouldn't want somebody doing your own child like that. But truthfully is, AfroBello, women are the biggest abuser of children in the United States too. And leading that pack per capita is Black American women because nobody suspects them. And we got to protect our sons. You know, what I do on this page, I'm an advocate for Black men. That does not mean I hate Black women. That means if I have to choose between siding with Black men and protecting Black men and Black boys and protecting Black women, because I'm an advocate for Black men, I'm gonna side with Black men. Why? Because I'm a Black man. I got Black sons. That's self-interest. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. So, you know, you ladies don't have to like what I'm saying, but it ain't me doing it. It's y'all doing it. Y'all asses is over there messing with them young ass boys. You need to be in jail. Other than that, man, this is Uncle D. Thank you so much. Shout out to my man AfroBello, and I'm out.